What up? What up? It's your boy Richie Rich. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment on the live stream. What's good with y'all? Just waiting on a few people to come in. You know what I'm saying? If you need help, holler Red Rock. You already know it's your boy Richie Rich. What's good with y'all? What's happening? What it do? See a lot of y'all at work. Y'all ain't shot in the live yet. What's happening? What it do? What it do? Oh shit. Fucking up. Got 6 people in here, man. Big D first. Live life. I see. Which one of y'all's first, man? Big, Big D looked like he was first. Live life. He said one, but I think Big D beat you. Frederick, what up, man? What's going on with you? Jaws, what's happening? You working from home? What kind of work you doing, man? Mr. Gadget 78, what's up? Raymond Johnson, peace, peace. Johnny Blaze, yeah, man. Shout out to the coronavirus workers. No, my barber, he's still operating, man. So he ain't playing no games. He got the whole shop blacked out. It looked like he closed down, but he in that motherfucker cut. He up in there whipping the pot, boy. He said he gonna goddamn cut till they find his ass. He don't give a fuck. Oh, Dougie, where you at, man? You busy? Yeah, I'm just on for a second, man. I'm actually I got to go back to work myself. I just be my job, man. They gonna give us like they gonna give us like a certain amount of money just to clock in and clock out type of deal. I got one car I got to go back and do. They finally got the parts or whatever, so we'll shoot back up there around 5 o'clock. Whip that up real quick, get up out of there. Cause I gotta do 40 hours just to get the money, but it ain't much money, man. Kind of like half, pretty much like half my salary, half what I normally make. But that shit ain't gonna get it. D Hicks, what up, man? Part of ATL you in, bro? Big Mike, what's that? Bronzer, what up, bro? I'm gonna throw the link in the chat, man. If anybody want to jump on, I'm just gonna be on for about 30 minutes, man. 30 minutes to an hour max, because I gotta go back up to shop. Yeah, I heard about that barber that died, man. But I work with people every day, man. I work in different cars. I'm not taking it lightly, but that barber, he possibly could have got it somewhere else, man. Um, I feel like we all gonna get it, or we all had it, or we all got it. So I feel confident. Not saying I want to get it, but I just feel confident my body can beat it. I feel like I had it back in late January, and I actually think I had it again like about a month ago, man. I had a few symptoms and whatever, but you can't really tell if it's your sinus or that Rona. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, Branzel. I put the link in the chat, man. Anybody want to jump on, talk a little shit with me for a minute? Hey, Brian, that's what I'm doing too, man. Shout out to Markel, man. Appreciate that, man. Thank you, brother. Have a great day, bro. I'll put the link in the chat. Anybody want to jump on real quick? I'm not gonna be on here that long, but I just want to check in with everybody, see how everybody was doing and shit. Um, you get it once and then you're immune. Well, they kind of saying differently, man. They saying that you probably could get it more than once. If what I'm hearing now, China, they got some new cases or whatever, you know. So who knows, man? What up, man? We got the doctor on the channel. Can you get it more than once, doc?
Oh, let me turn this off. Let me turn this off. Hey, what's up? Hey, Markel TV. I watch your show all the time, man. Love your show. Stuff you put out of Colombia. Love it, love it, love it. That's one of my favorite shows to watch. I watch you almost every day. I think you're day 16. Should be like 14, 15. I know last time you took your car to the supermarket. Then you were getting a plunger. Markel TV. Hey, what's up, Rich? What you up to?
Man, what I do, man, pretty much every day.
Now, let me.
I gotta make sure I get to work on time because we open at 8 and we close most of the time at 5 o'clock. You know, 5 or 6 at the latest. So, in order to me to draw 50% of my average at my job, um, which is just damn near enough to pay my bill. In order for me to get the 50%, I have to clock in, clock out at like 5 or either 6 every day. So it's not. I mean, I might do one car a day, and that should take about an hour or two. So what I do is I come in on time. I try to knock anything I got out, and I come back home. Usually I take a nap or something, or just fuck around. The day I went to my barbershop, and I helped him put up the stuff to block his shop up so they can't tell he open. Shit, he telling everybody park down the street, come on in. So I was up there for about 2-3 hours messing around with him, and yeah, we got that done. And he gave me a cut and came on back on to the crib. And my manager just called me like, "Hey, I got the one part we need. So I gotta go back up there in a minute, man." So that's pretty much what my day consists of. What's up with you, man? Oh, before you go, man, can you catch it more than once or what? Or you don't know? You with me, brother?
Yeah, you talking to me?
Yeah. Can
Oh,
you catch coronavirus more than once?
they saying so many mixed opinions on this. They said you should be building an immune system to it, and it should catch you more than once. But just like the cold or the flu, you catch it. If you catch it, you catch it. I don't put it past it, but they saying that you should be able to build your immune system. But it's crazy, man. But I'll be back at work tomorrow. I think like what 10 days now. I did take the virus test. I have a show that I did. I did a show that I went to the drive-through, and I did the drive-through a test.
What was the result?
Yeah. I went through the test. I was scared. Rich, you know what I'm talking about. I was scared as hell about this virus because I'm thinking I'm gonna catch it at work because I deal with coronavirus every day. But I took it. I did a video on it. I will put the result that I'm negative. And I was so glad I haven't been going to work for 10 days. I was so glad, man. And then I keep hearing the weird thing is I work in the ER, the ICU. We got so busy. We have 3 hospitals. So we got so busy that we opened another hospital with just coronavirus. That's all we're dealing right now. We kicked almost everybody out of the ER, ICU, fast track, and we only have corona. So, man, my boss called me up. I told him, I said, I gave him that. I gave him my form, said that I'm negative. Man, he's like, hey, could you work 16 hours? I'm like, nah, man, could you work? Man, he trying to work me 17 hours on my first day. I'm supposed to be working tomorrow, like from 1 to 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, nah, man, not my first day back. Because the next thing is DC, because I work in the DC area, and DC right now is the hot spot. It's New York, and New York is calming down, but DC is the hot spot right now. So DC's moving hard. So we catching it right now. So I'll be at work tomorrow. And oh God, I don't even want to go to work. But from tomorrow on, I'm gonna be busy. But I just been hanging out, man. I've been at home doing nothing, just chilling. I'm looking at a whole bunch of flights. I'm looking at DR. I'm thinking when they're gonna open DR again, because I'm trying to go back to DR. Because I'm gonna get burned out, man. I'm gonna get burned out. Straight up. I'm already. I mean, my bosses, my director was calling me like, Hey, when you come in, what can you come in? Because everybody's stressed out, man. Everybody's stressed out, and I took 10 days off. Well, by by this new virus rule you have to wait until you clear. Let me explain something to you guys, man, real quick about this virus. Have you ever taken the swab, the test? Because I took the test on Friday last week. It was a quick test. I called them up. As a matter of fact, I got a link to it, and I put the number in. I called them up. I went to FedEx. I live in Maryland. I went to FedEx, got the swab, told them my symptoms, and I told them that I work with coronavirus every day. So they put me. I talked to told me if you want to talk to a doctor. Said no. Talk to a nurse. Told me they'd call me back in 6 hours. They called me back in 6 hours, and they told me the next day. So the whole process took 24 hours for me to get my appointment.
So you was nervous about taking it?
Nah, because the thing is this, and I try to explain it to people, and I hope you can understand what I'm trying to say. I'm in the field. I see a lot of people that die from coronavirus or die or have the symptoms. I mean, I took care of one of the first person who died in this state, you know. And I've talked to you beyond closed door about these situations, and everybody's saying, "Oh, this white people." I'm like, no, all the patients that I'm seeing are black. All the patients that I was seeing were black. And I'm like, I don't understand what people are saying white. I'm like, I was even telling you, Rich, when I talked to you, I'm like, oh, my patients are black.
Yeah, man, a high percentage of people with high blood pressure, hypertension, and
but this
stuff are black people, man. So,
but this was early on when everybody's saying, "Oh, we don't get this. Black people don't get this." And I was telling you, I was calling you up, Rich. I'm like, Rich, I don't understand what these people are talking about, because all my patients that I see in the ICU and the ER are black. I mean, and they were saying you have to be over 70. I'm saying I'm seeing 40, 44, 60, but I'm seeing 40. I've seen 20. I've seen as low as 18. I've done babies. And I'm calling you saying, Rich, I'm not seeing this. In the ICU ER, I'm seeing black people yelling, "Oh, I'm in pain." So I'm like, I'm not seeing what you guys say. Remember back, if you remember, Rich, because I was talking to you on the phone, I'm like, there's a disconnect. Because what I was seeing and what you guys are talking about is completely different. Now it's catching on. But like I said, man, I haven't been at work for 10 days because of I took the test. It took me 5 days to come back. Came back on Tuesday, and I kept on taking another 3 days off just because.
Shout out to O'Shea, man. O'Shea, tell them motherfucking 3.0 old motherfuckers, man. Goddamn, stay off your dick. They over there sneak dissing this shit, man. What's wrong with them fools, man? But shout out to Gilly for the donation. Appreciate you, brother. As far as Big Boss, I see some people asking about Big Boss.
Yeah,
I'm about to put up the update video. Big Boss, I'm about to drop that. I'm gonna try to drop that before I leave out to go back to work. But yeah, man. So
hey, before you leave, what happened to Big Boss? I saw the thing where he was eating raw meat. Is he okay?
I put out the video, man. I'll let y'all see on the video, man.
Okay.
It's like a 7-minute video. He sent it to me. I'm gonna download it, and I gotta start making some videos, man. O'Shea say we lazy streaming over here. We ain't putting out no content. So your boy gotta get back to the drawing board, chop up some more videos, you know what I'm saying? O'Shea, he knows this YouTube shit, man. And that's real shit what he's saying, because if you're doing live streams all the time and you're not dropping videos, you don't get little to none as far as subscribers off of the live streams. I mean, you keep your audience entertained, but you dropping videos, man, you definitely get more subscribers off of that.
Okay.
But, so he knows how this shit goes. What's good, Passport Action? What's good with you, bro? Hoping we can get that brother on the show pretty soon, man. I gotta catch him before he get to 100,000. If he gets to 100,000, he Richie Ray. Who that is?
Rich, is he still in Africa?
Oh no, I think he's back, man. I think he was supposed to be in Mexico.
Oh, okay. Last time I saw it, it was in Africa. It was a good show. He was doing some good stuff.
Right.
Going back to O'Shea just had a thing yesterday, because I watch O'Shea Jackson all the time. One of my favorites. I subscribe to him all the time, and he has some stuff about black and white interracial dating and all that. It was pretty good. Somebody has nobody's seen it. Please
Oh yeah,
watch.
I watched that too. Yeah, I watched that. And the
Yeah,
white girl was cheating and everything. I mean, to me, man, women around the world are the same, man. You know, like guys be hollering, man, it's so great over this time, it's so great over here. But women, all women want attention. They want your time. You know, first of all, most of them want your money, but your time, a lot of times, is more important than money because you can't get that shit back. You
but
know,
but if you remember what he was talking about, he's talking about a white girl who was ratchet, who was dating a black dude, and then his boy came in, and his best friend was sleeping with his white girl who was ratchet as hell, and she wasn't worth a dime, but she was playing it, and he was trying to say, why do black men always date a ratchet female? And I'm like,
right? He made a lot of sense because he said you bring in the energy you give out. If you a ratchet dude, you gonna date ratchet chicks, whether they white or black or whatever color they are. You know, that's just what it is. But
yeah, he
uh,
made a lot of sense, man. He made a lot of sense. Nah.
yeah, you make a lot of sense, man.
So, Rich, what stuff are you working on next? Besides, what content you bringing out?
Well, I'm just gonna put out a few travel videos that I have. I never did release. I still got stuff, man. I still got videos for Brazil. I still got shit for Colombia. Like O'Shea say, man, sometimes you get lazy. You don't want to do that editing and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get back on it, man, because they bring subscribers, man. You know,
Mhm. I
and
mean,
that's good.
ooh, my supervisor's calling me. Shit. I'll call her back later, man. The hospital, man. You be shocked how much the hospital's blowing me up.
Oh, really? What they be saying, man? You coming in tomorrow?
Yeah, everybody wants me to come in, man. This Corona thing, man. We like I said, DC's the hotspot right now. Everybody's you don't have enough work, but we breaking down big time. Okay, I should pick up the phone, but I'll talk to you after this. But yeah, we're breaking up a lot. We're breaking down a lot, man. It's no joke. And there's not a correlation because when I go outside, it seems like it's nice and peaceful outside, and then I go to the ER and we all hell's breaking loose. All hell's breaking loose. So it's completely. If you're not in the ER, you don't see it that much. I come outside, people outside. I'm driving my car yesterday, get something to eat. Everybody's outside. I'm like, damn. I'm in my house for the last 10 days. I just been in my house doing nothing. But I went outside to get something to eat yesterday, and everybody was CVS, everybody's outside, and I'm like, Corona's out here. And nobody had the mask, the gloves. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, man, I wish I was one of those lucky few that got it with 8 symptoms, with no symptoms. Because I'm pretty sure pretty soon they're gonna be starting giving like a little certificate or something. You can walk around and say I'm asymptomatic, that I already had it, and you can go back to work. Something, and that's what we're going to next. So we have to.
Oh, really?
Because I'm thinking that's what you're gonna have to do. Because let's say I'm like right now, I'm itching to go to DR or to Colombia because my thing is if I work hard, let's say I work for the next 3 weeks, maybe 2 months, because I work in usually in my little split shifts. I work, and when I get a couple of days off, I'm gone. So I already know for the next 2 months. I already talked to my bosses and everybody else. I already know how my weeks are, and I know how much money I want to make, and I know how much I'm hustling. I probably work 70 to 85 hours in a week sometimes, right? So when I get a day off, I'm going to DR and chill.
Go ahead, man. Don't read the comments. Go ahead.
Okay. So for you,
It's funny. You read the comment, you like.
yeah, but yesterday I'm looking around for a DR because I'm like, damn, man, I want to go to DR somewhere I could just jump real quick and come in and out. Because I got a lot of friends there. But again, DR's closed. There's a lot of people. I mean, right now DR's closed. They said they just put something out that the Congress just locked it down to the 27th, April 29th. They just locked it down to April 29th. And then you got that 14-day quarantine when you get there, and then the 14-day quarantine when you come back. So you're gonna lose 28 days plus the time for vacation. So I'm thinking of it just common sense, and I'm thinking they would have to do like China's doing. China's letting people leave the country if they have a certification saying that they already had the virus and they're negative, and now they have a certificate. So that makes sense because if you have a certificate, you go somewhere when you come back, you probably got to get a little test. But if you asymptomatic, and then if you already had the disease already, if you had a corona, then you should have the immune to it. So there shouldn't be that much of an issue. You know what I'm saying? If you're not showing any symptoms. So I'm thinking they probably may give like a certification I know when I got the test, because I just got the test done Tuesday, and they sent me a certificate saying that or not certificate, but a thing saying that I'm negative. That I have to show it to work when I came in. I already sent it to work. So I'm thinking something like that. You probably go and show people like, hey, I'm negative, and then I can fly. You see what I'm saying? It would have to be something. You just can't get on a plane and just, because when you're in a plane, you're in a cab and it's air. It's an air virus droplet. So I'm thinking that would be the prudent thing to do, but I'm not sure.
Mm.
So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking.
I just say keep that shit closed for now. It ain't that fucking serious. I mean, man, I know everybody want to travel and everything, man, but man, sometimes God do things, man, to make us appreciate the things we take for granted, man. So maybe this just maybe this just him telling us, we need to eat better, we need to take care of our bodies and be more aware, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like fasting, man. Maybe he making us fast right now. So we can focus on other shit. Hey, I just gotta take a positive out of it, man.
But I also think that one thing, you however you fall on this with the president, it's your choice. You go for and against. Don't get me wrong. Don't even get me started on that. But the positive is that this president, he wants to start the economy up. So he wants to open everything. I mean, he wants to do it as quick as possible. And if you're to flying, you want him to open it up, but safely. You see what I'm saying? And he's talking about after April, he wants to open everything up again, or put in a council that he can start opening businesses and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, well, if people are asymptomatic and people have the certificate, let's see what's going on, because they're going to have to open at one point in time. And when they do, look, I put in my little PPE mask, I put in my little bag, probably put like a suit on me, and I don't know, I may have to go and chill for a little couple of days, because cabin fever is going to be a bitch in the summer. I mean, it's 80, 100 degrees outside, but you're going to stay at home? Who does that? So, I mean, something.
Well, I live in the South, so I do have a house. I do got a backyard. I mean, it's better than maybe somebody living up north, living in a high rise, and you ain't got nowhere to go but in your apartment or some shit. But
Yeah.
luckily, I know I can go out and still can go outside and get some fresh air.
True, but there's always going to be some people that love to travel, and those people that are retired love to travel. Because at one point in time, even though I've been saying all this thing that let's stay for a year and a half, there's going to be some people just want to go and travel. And I like what China's doing. Like I said, because remember, it's a 16 weeks, not 16 days, it's 16 to 30 days incubation period, right? And if you have the enzyme, and you already went through, if you've already gone through it, you should be fine, from what they say. But going to another country, you might see people with corona and whatnot. But what I'm thinking right now, listening to the president, is I think he's going to lift the embargo next month, because he's itching. So once he lifts it, people might just, you may just look, you may be one of those people that just want to go on an airplane, put on a PPE, put on some gloves, put your headphones on, go to another country, and just go to a private beach where you can go right to the water and go to your hotel and chill. Because a lot of people like going to DR to enjoy themselves. So if they want to go for whatever reason, they want to go and just be solo, because you're not going to be partying, because none of that is there. Everybody's basically locked in right now. But I'm pretty sure in another 2 months, people are going to start coming out. Because in the DR, if it's a 30-day incubation period, let's say, and they're opening it up, they're going to 29 of April. I'm thinking by May, June, they should have some sort of, I don't know, something should be open at that time. Because remember, DR is basically, the whole country is basically a vacation spot, tourism.
All right. True.
And I'm talking to these girls in DR. I mean, 2 of them called me today and they were talking to me. They were like, look, we can't eat right now. There's no food. They said, the good thing is, yeah, all right, Jackson Jeter. But the thing is this, what they're telling me is this, that right now the government is not taking the rent or anything of that nature. So that's cool. But there's no money coming in. I mean, this young lady told me that the mother works in the food industry. She works in the food industry. She has 2 kids. Mother's taking care of 5 people, and they have no money coming in. And they're giving them 2,500 pesos. I think that's $24, something like that. They give them that every 2 weeks or every 2 weeks. So That's not doing anything for them. That doesn't do anything. You know, she said rice, a little oil, and some milk. That's all she's getting for that. So people gonna get restless, and they have to choose either their livelihood or go out there and work. For the simple fact, you have a large family. It's only you and your husband, or you by yourself, single parent, and you're working in these countries. You're gonna have to open up the country. So it's gonna be a rough one, man. It's gonna be a rough. It's gonna be a rough one.
Yeah, I'm like Drees, man. I'm not gonna rush once this shit is over with to get out there, man. You know, cause shit gonna be real touchy feely, man, when you get out there. I'm telling you, man.
Oh, another note too. I was talking to the Dominican girl because I'm always looking for business opportunities, and she was telling me about all the homes that are going for foreclosure now. They are not saying that I'm opportunist, but you know I like business. I mean, I like business. And I was talking to the young lady yesterday. She's like, "Look, man. As a matter of fact, if you go to Asociación Popular de las Horas Presentar (APAP) or Bienes Abdocados, which is homes that are foreclosure in the DR, they're going for 10,000 or maybe 15. So it's a buyer's market right now. Say, hey, wait a little bit longer because people don't have no. I'm not saying. I'm just saying the economic. So if you're into foreclosure properties or want to buy a condo, I think right now is a great time to go. There's a website you can go into. Like I said, it's called Asocio. I got it right here. I got my little paper right here. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put it to you. This young lady wrote it for me. I don't know if you can see it. Asociación Popular de Ahora, and that's their phone number right there. Shouldn't have. That's a lawyer's phone number she put me in touch with. They do a lot of foreclosures and condos in the DR because you know at the end of the day, if you got some, well, the fly will set them on the first time when the border opens. But like I said, man, I'm looking at business opportunity. If you could buy a condo right on the water or maybe by the airport, and they're talking 15, 20,000, maybe 45 within that range. And if you can find something on the foreclosure market and work it out and take care of it, some you may want to look into. So I might as well work hard for the next 2, 3 months and go up there and look at some properties while they're there. Now, what they do is, from what she told me, is you go to the bank and the bank has foreclosure. And then you talk to this lawyer. He says, first go to my lawyer, then you and her and I are going to talk to the bank, and we're going to look at the foreclosure that they have out there and go and see where they're at and see if I want to look at something up there. So I may want to do something like that.
Hey, if you need some housekeeping when you get your investment property, I might have a person for you right here. Let me show you. She can come clean your crib. You know what I'm saying? Need your crib clean? She got you. All right? Did you see that good? Anyhow.
Yeah, but those are some opportunities you look at in DR. Look, man, I just think that us as investors or us as people, if you could afford to go to DR every couple of months and drop a lot of money, you might as well just rent something or buy something and rent it out. For the simple fact that look, if you're going to go there for another 15 years, might as well just save up and buy a condo, something like 10, 15,000, right? And then keep it out there as a rental property and buy 2, 3 of those. In 15 years, when you're ready to come down, you'll have investment properties you have, so you can just relax and chill. But you might as well start early, man, because this thing is just wasting your money. Because I can't see myself going to country over and over and over and have an investment property. So,
man, but that's what we gotta focus on too, man. Especially if you're a dude, you still in your 20s, man. Please, man, get some type of real estate, get some type of property, man. Preferably a commercial property.
yeah,
Commercial properties, man, you can make a whole lot. And if you got a little plaza or something like that, where you got different people renting from you,
yeah,
man, that's when you fucking become a millionaire off of one property. Cause you'll make thousands of dollars a month off of that one little commercial property description. And then when you go to sell 10, 20 years from now, you probably clear $1 million. But any type of property gonna be good. That's why I'm glad I'm still employed right now. Because once this shit is over with, I'll find me something, find me a good deal out there. I'm definitely gonna invest in some shit.
well, my thing is this. And maybe just me, because I got like another 27 years to retire, maybe 17 or 20 years to retire. I'm not trying to make no money off nothing. Let's be real. I'm not really. If I don't make no money off, because the way my
Yeah,
mind, the way my mind is working is this. Right now, if I buy a car for 7,000 or 14,000, right, or 20,000, it's going to be. I mean, that's just throwing money out the door if I buy a car right now. I might as well just put it in a property. I mean, the investment is that I'm just going to keep it there. I really don't need to make money off it. I just want to buy the property, and in 2-3 years buy another property and keep buying properties in DR or anywhere I go. For the simple fact that when I do move to one of these countries, since my long-term goal is to do move into one of these countries, I should be well off. Right now, I'm not well off. I'm still working through life like everybody else. But my goal is to buy one and start one. Like I said, a voyage of 1,000 miles starts with one step. So I'm not really looking to make money. I'm just looking to plant some seed and let them grow. So right now I'm in the seed process. I'm trying to see where everything is at. I'm going to meet with a lawyer when I go up there again. Look at these bank property. Now, I'm not looking to, I'm going to buy later on, but I'm looking, I'm just looking. I'm seeing how the game is played, how much they're charging, what we got to talk, how much is interest. Do you got to go through a bank? Do I got to go through a lawyer? So I'm just gonna look, see, like right now, like I said, my Dominican friend just hooked me up with a lawyer right here. So next time I'm going out there, and next time opens up, usually when I go somewhere, some business or maybe making films. So next time I'm going out there, the fun part of it is the back end of it. I usually go somewhere because I need my money. I'm about my money first. So that's what I usually do. So I just want to let you guys know about this little thing, about my little investment that I'm doing next. Man, you know, Rich, also, if you're still there or you took a bathroom break, I think we should, as brothers, man, we should have an investment group that we have. And what I mean by investment group, Spanish people do this all the time, where they come in and they put a pot, like they put $100 a week, and it's like 100 of us. We put $100 a week, and every let's say $200 a month, and every month we pay out that the money that we get, and basically we're being a bank for ourselves. And I think that's how you grow. That's how you make money. I had a friend of mine who's Ethiopian, and he used to put 1,000. That's what they used to put. They used to put 1,000. He used to put 1,000. I was a 12-month thing. He used to put 1,000 every month. Somebody would give money to somebody else. So let's say you put in 1,000 this month, right? So if there's 12 of you guys, there's 12,000. So now 12,000, you have money to go and actually buy the house or the apartment or the condo in the DR. I mean, interest rate or whatnot. But every month you got to come up with 1,000, right? But every month you get a large sum because so it's basically lending from your fellow friends. And Spanish people do it all the time. I mean, my mother's done it, my boys do it. I really not done it on that level, but a lot of Spanish places do it. And I've never understood why we don't do it as a Black community, where we get a group of like 10 guys or maybe 20, and there's a treasurer in there, and we give statements and just lend it to yourself. You know, like everybody puts, let's say, for just roundabout, I'm gonna say 1,000. Everybody puts $1,000 in, and oh, Rich, did you hear what I said? Rich just came back in.
Oh yeah, you said something about the $1,000.
Well,
everybody put in.
Yeah, go ahead. Hello.
Yeah. Everybody, go ahead. Continue. You said something about $1,000 a piece. I just got a little text from my manager. So I'm trying to...
Let me just recap what I said. I said that it will be good us as a Black population or as a group. We could have like a group. I know that you have your own group. What's it called? Facebook group. A lot of people got Facebook and other groups. And I would love for us to do something like that, where you put $1,000 or maybe 500, but let's just to be rounded off, you put $1,000 down, and there's 20 of us. I'm gonna say 10. There's 10 of us. 12 of us, which is $12,000. So every month somebody gets $12,000 from this group. Every month, like clockwise, you got to trust you guys to make money. It basically is on your pocket. So you come up with it with how much money you're gonna put in as a group. I'm just giving you round figures. I'm saying 1,000, 12 people, 12,000, and every month somebody puts a 1,000. In that time, you can buy a car if you need to, or you can buy a condo. And I would say, man, if you get 15 people to do this, or 15 of you guys could buy condos in the DR. So if you got a group of people that go to the DR every month, forget that. Just say, you know what? Let me go buy a condo now for this time. I mean, because right now people, and I'm sorry to say this, but
so it'd be a group of guys that own the property, or you just saying whoever collect that month?
No. Okay, I'm saying, okay, my Ethiopian friend, my Spanish friends, and most people outside, and I don't see this in the Black race, but my mother's done it. A lot of people I know, what they do is they have a pot at work. This is usually done at work, or people that you really know and trust. It's 12. It's people that come together. They usually have a treasury, that person who gives out statements, right? And everybody puts out 1,000 every month, like 1,000. Let's say you have 12 people. They put $1,000 every month. So every month, one person gets 1,000 out of there. So this week is Rich's turn. So you get 1,000. Next month is my turn. I get 12,000. So every month everybody gets 12,000. So now you take that same money and you're gonna buy a house, right? Or a condo in the D or something like that, cash. Now all of a sudden you have your property, right? You have your property, and then you paying this out for a year. But basically is getting a cash loan from your friends.
Right.
Every month somebody. So I mean, it's a quick way to come up. I had a friend of mine, like I said, he's Ethiopian. That's what he used to do. He used to put and he had two jobs. He had two jobs, so he used to put 2,000. Everybody put in 1,000 because he had two jobs. And when it was his turn, he locked in. He made his money. His wife was crazy. Why are you putting that much money? But he said, look how much I got back. You know, when it was his turn, because he wanted to go next to last or last. And when he got his lump sum, boom, he bought another property in DC. So he has two properties in DC. He put down another property in DC. I think he got like 20,000, something like that. He put on another property in DC. Now he has two properties. He has one. I think when he bought the property, I thought he bought it for 179,000. No, it was like 279 in DC. This like 10 years back. Now that same house worth 690,000. But what I'm saying is this though, he was able to do that because they were helping each other. They were helping each other. And I still don't understand how we don't do something like that where we could help each other if people that trust you and you. It's a fault system if one person defaults. You're right, but if one person,
that's true. One person collect and then they get out.
One person default, you put his money what he put in, and that's what he gets back out. So if he gets 500 this week, you put his money, you write 500, and then when it's his turnaround, he gets that 500. So instead of you getting 1,200, you get 1,150. But you keep moving though. What I'm saying is easy for you to build stuff. Now, if I want to start my own business, if I want to start my own, if I want to put down in a house, I keep moving with that money. Opposed to you going to the bank, you keep moving. And I see so many people from other nationalities do this, and I'm like, why don't we do something like that? Because I know I could push cash out because I'm working hard when it's time for me to do it.
Shout out to Head Kane. He says, bring that Chico over to clean up. He'll find his. He might be more expensive than yours, though. You know what I'm saying? So you might need to just bring her on the days yours don't come.
But hey, I'm talking. Hey,
yeah, man. I mean, that's a. Oh, thanks for the donation, by the way, bro. That's a great idea. As far as brothers getting together and investing in something, but at the same time, man, these prices you talking about on these places, man, we could put $1,000 together and get 10 brothers in and pay this thing off in 2-3 months versus trying to do that every weekly shit. And
that's what I'm saying.
You fuck around and put enough money up. We invest in something small first, like a condo or two, and then we fuck around and buy a fucking plaza that need fucking refurbishing or something, and we can do it right here in the States.
Yeah, but it's not. Yes, you can. You can. This everything I'm talking about was done in the state. But what I'm saying is this: you see, so many brothers going to DR right now, and the properties are so low right now because of this corona, nobody working and defaulting. A lot of people on default on their loans and whatnot. And even when they come out, it's going to be hard for them to catch up. Now, a lot of people are going to be defaulting, and the property's going to go down. Now, the properties are low as it is now, so you could catch something that was 25, you could catch it probably 15, maybe 14. Now, you probably have to put money into it, whatnot, but you'll have a property you can work with. So if you get some brothers together, everybody in your group should have property by the end of the year. Because every month everybody's getting 15,000. If everybody's putting 1,000, it's 15 of you. Every month somebody should have 15,000. You're working with a lawyer and a reputable bank, and even you can pay cash. You can pay because remember the rate right now is what $3.50 per dollar. So you're getting a lot out of it. So it'll be easy for us to put something like that. And every time everybody's going to DR, they're going to their own place. Now, when you're not there, you're charging rent on it. So now you got an income coming in that your boys help you pay for, with no interest on it.
See, what idea I had also in my head, and I learned this from some guys that go to DR. They actually rent an apartment in like Santiago, like 3 different guys. It's a 2-bedroom apartment, and then they all go at different times. So they have their clothes down there, their stuff. One thing they need to jump on the plane was a backpack. They already got clothes there. They already got all the toiletries, essentials. They got bed. They got linen. They got everything set up in the apartment. They only pay like $300 a month. It's 3 guys, so they paying out. Well, hear me out. So basically, you can do the same thing with buying a property.
Yeah.
If you got 5 guys and you all got, hey, we all got $5,000. You know, we put up this 25 racks. We buy this spot. Now you got a spot every time you go down there. You know, then you can, once you finish paying for the spot or whatever, you can rent that spot out and buy another one. And eventually you will have a rack of shit, you know what I'm saying? But like my man was saying, you know, it has to be some type of trust. But you know, also, man, when you know you have to start up, just like Taylor May, he got an investment group. You know, you have to put that shit in writing, make it a business where you know.
Yeah,
Go
but
ahead,
usually,
bro.
no. My thing is this though. Like I said, I hear what you're saying, and you have a point. I thought about that too. But the only thing is, anytime you have a business with 3 other people, somebody may come out and say, "Hey, you know what? I want out of it." Then you have to pay them the 1/3, and then you have to deal with taxes and getting people out of a lease and all that. If you buy your own, same, let's say 15 people in here get together and we throw up 1,000. We said we're not going to DR this year, right? Because every time we go to DR, we throw up 1,000. So we throw up 1,000 every month, no matter how you throw up. I'm just giving you a random number. It does not have to be 1,000, but I'm just giving you a
Right,
random.
right.
It's easy. So 15 people have $1,000 every month. In 12 months, that should be what? That's 12,000, right? No, that's like 19, 20, almost $20,000, right? With almost $20,000, you could buy a condo right now in the DR in a nice neighborhood by the water or wherever you want to go. But what I'm saying is this: there should be no reason why those 15 people should not have their own properties if they want to do some property in a year. So all of us should have a property in a year, and after that, we could do whatever we want to. We could do 200 if we want to do 300, just do the taxes. Just pay tax on that house. Now, mind you, you're gonna put that apartment in the Airbnb and rent it out, or you can do a monthly, you can do Airbnb. But at the end of the day, you got some residual income coming in based upon your boys that you decided to do this thing with. Well, como prestamista, algo así, like just putting your money together in a group and then buying your own house cash. And you can find some in DR, because I was talking to the shorty yesterday and she was talking to me about, she bought a house for I think what $1,200 a house called. She said little thing, it's a little place. And I was talking to her, she goes, nah, for 17,000, man, you're rich in the DR. I was like, okay. She was telling me you're rich.
Small thinking people, man.
You're right, but from her point, because you always got to look at from her point of view.
The 17 in the DR is probably like 60,000.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Still small money. That ain't. Now check it out. I put my email right here. If anybody interested in just talking about investing, email me, and this is what we'll do. We're gonna start a WhatsApp group. In order to get in the group, you have to have proof of funds. You have to prove that you have money to invest. And we'll start a group just for this, and we'll just talk about it. We'll talk about it, and see what we can do with it. You know, if y'all want to move forward, I'm not asking y'all to send me no money and none of that type of shit. I'm just asking if y'all want to talk about investing in some property, whether it be in DR or wherever, email me, send me your number. We'll set it up on WhatsApp. It's gonna be no chicas, none of that bullshit. Straight talk about investing and shit. And we can start a WhatsApp group and we can see how serious, or what brothers can actually do. You don't have to be a black dude to get in, be any color, creed, or whatever. We get together and we put something together, man, and see what's up. I mean, because I'm definitely trying to invest in some type of property, whether it be in DR, whether it be in the States, wherever. Shit gonna be goddamn sweet everywhere. The price is gonna go down.
And think about it. Think about it this way. This is, and I hate to say this way, but last time the economy dropped, you make some good money that time because all the stocks went down, everything down, and when it came back up, you made a ton of money. So you caught it when it was down. IBM was down, Google was down, everything was down. Last time the bubble burst. This time, and I'm sorry to say, it's a prime time again. You're not going to get so many of these things coming around. So right now, the whole world's going to be in a recession right after we leave this. Maybe in a year, maybe in a couple of months. The year's going to be some sort of recession because there's not money going around. Money's not moving, right? When money's stale, the economy crashes. So now, and I'm everybody can't do this. I just happen to be in a job that I keep employed. But my thing is this though. in these times when you want to start looking at places that are cheap, because when it drops, that's when you want to come in. Because remember, when it comes back up, you already have it. When the economy is doing great in 3, 4, 5 years, and DR is blasting, oh, it's the same. Remember, you bought something at 15,000. Now maybe it's 25, 30,000. Because one thing the property's gonna do is appreciate. So why don't we catch it now? Because my thing, the way I'm thinking right now is, look, man, I'm gonna start stashing because I really can't. I love to look at the go to DR and whatnot, but in reality, I'm not really gonna go because I'm gonna stash because I'm seeing what's out there. And I want to talk to some lawyers. I want to see the banks. I want to see what properties out there. Your premises still relies on everybody being honest and doing. But you're right. You're right. And the thing is this: I have seen this done at work. I've seen that people do it. And my mother used to do it all the time. I'm Panamanian. She used to work in a Spanish place. They used to put $100 a month. That's all they used to do. And every month, everybody used to get their money until the last person got their money and they stopped it.
And see, this is the thing right here with that, Brown. You
Yeah.
start off with smaller money, right? Let's just say we start off with $50 a month or $10 a week, put it into or something like that. You just start off small, and if you got a group of, let's say you got a group of 10 guys, and you just start off small like that, and you keep it in that core, you can raise the money up, or you can, add more people to the, but it's got to be a trust. In order to
True.
be a business partner, you got to trust. You got to trust somebody, man.
True.
If you own a business and you hire an employee, you got to trust them to a certain extent. So you can't get nowhere in life not trusting nobody, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's one thing you kind of got to do. It's a touchy subject. But shout out to K Dot, man. Your premises still relies on everyone being honest and doing their part. What will keep everyone honest?
Yeah.
What will keep everyone honest is the bigger picture. You know,
And that's what I'm talking about.
people do run into financial situations, but once you invest in a property or stuff like that together, man, then you put that shit on paper. You create a business. When you buy the house in a business name, you make it all business. You know, so it's gonna be like majority rules. You know what I'm saying? So
True.
one person want to get out, then we have to buy them out or whatever the case is. But yeah, man, we got to start trusting each other. I talked about that the other day too, man. Yeah, it is some shady people out here, but there's some honest people out here too, man. And that's very important to find honest people and
Yeah.
stuff like that, man. Because we'll never get nowhere, man, if we don't never trust nobody, man.
And that's what I'm talking about. I see all these other, like I said, my Ethiopian boys. That's what they do. I see Spanish do it. People, because like I said, my mother grew up doing this. I grew up seeing it, being in it. My thing is, but I don't see the black. We're not together in this because I'm thinking, look, man, this is the easy way for us to, because we all travel, we all flexing, we go to DR, everybody's rolling with money, blah blah blah. My thing is, look, the same cats that are rolling with money, keep it for 1 year and let's buy a house and let's buy a condo for 15,000, 10 to 15,000. Get a lawyer up there. You could even you could have this like a what you call those? You could have this set up so well that you have everything already set up because one person does it and uses the same lawyer, the same real estate agent, and we could just go and have it nice and smooth. That every month they know that somebody's coming in buying a house. So as a matter of fact, we could even buy all the houses in the same apartment complex overlooking the water. You go to Boca Chica, you go depending where you want to go. But what I'm saying is this: you could have it so well that you could buy an apartment in that condo unit, and everybody's there every month getting money. And anybody at the end of the day, you'll have 15 people with 15 properties that are black people properties that did it for 1 year. All you have to do is, just grind for 1 year. Now, I think it's an easy solution. Look, I'm gonna do it no matter what. Let's be real. I really don't need you guys to do it. I'm gonna do it no matter what. But it's beautiful when I see my people achieving and we moving forward. And I see all these people moving. I see these Ethiopian moving. I don't know if Chinese people do it. I know Spanish people do it. I say, why can't we, instead of trying
Every race of people do it except us. I mean, on a large scale. I mean, I'm here in Atlanta, man. There's more millionaires in Atlanta. I would say black millionaires in any other state. I may be wrong on that, but
yeah.
at the same time, man, we you don't gotta be a millionaire to be living good, man. If you got access to properties and stuff like that, it's gonna turn over the money. But Kayla KTV, man, I dabble with the forex a little bit, bro. So I'm gonna get with you on that. We'll chop it up on that on the forex tip, man.
Hey,
It's a rough game with the forex, but
Keloke has some good videos. The two girls, Keloke, the two girls, you're on point. I like that. Every video he has the two girls in there.
right. But man, I'm telling you, man, like, like I mean, I see a lot of comments, man. Where you gotta trust, you gotta trust. Like sometimes you gotta think positive, man. Because if we mess around, five guys, let's say we have 20 people in the group, and five guys are actually serious, and we move forward on some shit. Man, this same time next year, we all like double our money, then y'all gonna be looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, only thing I can say is everybody email me. Email is at the bottom. We'll start a WhatsApp group strictly about making money. It could be forex, it could be whatever, but it's gotta be about some financial gain, man. It can't be about no chicas and y'all start posting chicas and boot people out the room, man. Be honest.
And this is the thing. This is the thing I understand because I talk to these girls every day in DR. They're not into all of that. They want a brother who has money, has a car, and money for them is not the same as for us. Money is a house and a car that you have. They really don't need that much from you because brothers right there treating them wrong. Most of the guys, and I'm not going to speak for all the Dominicans because I got some great Dominican friends and people in Santo Domingo are awesome. But I am talking in general. People just want you to have a house that is yours. You come in and you put your feet down and everything is cool. So my thing, like I said, man, I've been peeping it, and I'm the first because when I go to these countries, first thing I want to know is how's the real estate, how much something costs. And now I'm going to DR and I find out they even lower than Colombia. I was like, whoa, Colombia, I have, as a matter of fact, hold up, give me 2 seconds.
Absolutely, a plan has to be drawn first. But before you do any plan drawing or any type of business, man, conversation got to be had. You know what I'm saying?
This is
So,
this is my Colombia God, real estate God, right? I got all the guys from Colombia, all the houses and everything in Colombia. And the houses are dirt cheap. I got every city, every state in here, pictures. Yeah. So usually when I go to a country, I look at the real estate. I go, because my boy's a lawyer in Colombia. I check out the real estate, right? And the real estate is real good. You get a property in Colombia for 28,000. I'm talking about a high rise, 2 bedrooms for 28. You get the new for 79 to 80,000. You get a real up high end for 110, right? And they have this new program. Well, it's the same program they have that when you these new development, you see the high rise that they have, the new development when they start off it, you can go and talk to the actual person who's building the development, and they'll tell you it's 45,000. Give me $700 as we're gonna build it in 5 years. You just got to give the 45,000 before the building is actually built, and it's yours. No banks included. You don't have to even talk to a bank. They'll give it to you cash. You just talk to them and you send it to them every week, and they're cool with that. Now that's some deals they do in Colombia like that. And there's a ton of stuff in here. This is my Colombia guy because I'm looking at Colombia properties. And I got a lawyer working on me with those. But my thing is when I went to DR, I found it was even cheaper. And I'm like, dude, and I like the rate, the money rate. So I'm thinking, my thing is this: we could easily every 2-3 years buy a condo in DR and just leave it there. In 10 years, you got three, 4, and all of a sudden, when you go there and live there, basically it's free. Your rents are paying you. So all you need is some Social Security money and your properties, and you're straight. So this is something you could do easily for 15,000 now, because I'm thinking they're talking about these Japanese are coming, these Chinese people are coming, and once the climate changes, well, it's going to be different. But right now, when it's low, that's when you want to buy. So I'm letting you guys know. If you want to do something like that, put up 1,000 or maybe 600, 500, whatever your pocket can afford, and you can move forward and at least put down on the house. Put down. So, and then this is what I'm talking about. This young lady's a lawyer. You could get her number if you want. She's a lawyer in DR, right? I don't make no money from these people. She's a lawyer in DR, right? And the thing I was talking about too is a foreclosure also. And I'm gonna look at it after this. They have a website. So you look like the website and see what they're having, and you can go to foreclosure, you go to the banks and whatnot. So it's a lot of avenues you could use to make money out there. But I'm saying if you can make money 10 to 15,000, that's not a lot of money. Let's be real. And if you could buy it cash and have to worry about it, now you just put it on rent, you rent it out. and you continue. Remember, you can buy it at 50,000. Let's say you start a group like this. You buy it for 10, 15. So you can probably buy it at 13. You probably have $1,000, $2,000 that you have to give it escrow and all this other stuff. Then lawyer fee, whatever's going to cost you a little bit more. But that's out the door. Now all of a sudden you're just renting it out. Boom, you're making your money back. Now, and it's really not that much money, but it doesn't matter, right? Because that's already out your mind. Because the 15,000, you're not going to think about it once you spend it. You know what I'm saying? All you know is you have your property and you keep it moving. So next year, when you're out of this group, you already got a property.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Guys, email me your name. You can just put your first name in there. Email me your YouTube handle so I know who you are. And your number you want to use on WhatsApp. And bros, we could talk about this. We don't have to be in the WhatsApp group all day. If you got a bright idea, you see a property that's nice, or you got if you want to talk about Forex, you want to talk about whatever you're doing right now, you want to enlighten brothers, let's talk about it. And let's make some things happen, man. Because I know Branjo, I know he's serious about it, and a few other people may be. Also, but this is one website right here, just showing
See, and even
properties DR, and these prices are inflated. You can talk them way down on these prices, man.
But I wouldn't come in at those prices too inflated. I want Dominican prices. Those are
right. Of course, but I'm just giving the people. I'm just showing them.
And even with that, I'm going through foreclosures. I really don't need nothing. I really don't need nothing that well. I could fix it up a couple of $100 or $1,000, but even 49, I'm not trying to come in that high. I'm trying to come in somewhere around 10 to 15. Because in reality, this is an investment property. I'm not going to be there. I most likely will never stay there anyway. I just wanted just to build. This is like, somebody just want to build. I'm not trying to stay there. If I have to stay there, I will. But most likely when I go out, I'll go to Airbnb and not even think about this. This is something I'm not even going to think. I'm just going to buy it and keep it there because I want to buy another one in 2 years, another one in 3 years. And when I have 3, 4 of them, that's when my money comes in. If I decide I want to go to DR, live in DR, not saying that, but if I do, I'll buy a nice little house and these four little properties, boom, they're paying. And at that point in time, when it's time for me to retire, I'm good. So you have to have all these investments thinking about. So.
Right. And you also got the brother, DR Red Alert. He's building houses in the DR now.
Yeah.
From the ground up. So I gotta check back with that brother and see what he got going on.
Yeah.
Properties.
Yeah, at 20. You see, that's what I'm talking about. I want something around 10 to 15. I'm not trying to come out hard because, like I said, it's my first property. I don't want to spend. I really want to keep it somewhere around 10 to 15. Dominicans don't pay that much for their house anyway, so I don't think I should be paying that much either. So,
this property right here is $33,000.
To me, that's too much.
It's got a pool and everything.
Too much. I just don't want that much. I want 10 to 15. I'm not even looking at it. And I'm not saying I can't, but I want to be able to pay it off in a year and not worry about it. Because if I got to be bothering about putting down and putting stuff into the bank, I don't trust banks. I mean, I do trust American banks, but I'm in a different place. I'm in DR. I don't trust their banks. I probably get money here and send it there, but I would like to just pay it off. And even if I have to do it myself, that's my goal right now. Just pay it off and go about my day. I really don't want to think about these houses.
Look at this property right here. Oh, I guess it's the same. These must be apartment. It says house.
Yes, house. Look like a house. Yeah.
But like I said, with that price, man, you trust me, man. You can talk them way down.
That's a spacious house. I don't want a spacious house. I just want a condo, a small little condo that
let me pull up some condos there. Hold on.
A condo that's by the water, by the beach, or by the airport, and I'm gonna keep it moving.
These are condos right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I want something small and to keep it moving. I want something if somebody comes in, the security guard in the front and and I can put it up at Airbnb or rent it out or just rent it, and I keep it moving. I really don't want to stay there. How much is that? 27 or 52? Yeah. See, that's American price.
This right here, this should look like Hotel Europa. Well, I know they had one condo in there for like 20-something thousand a while back, but the prices went up in Sasua on a lot of things, but
Yeah, but this is when there was no coronavirus and the money's not moving now. This when people are eating. Nobody's eating right now. This when people are eating and everything was nice. Let people go 2-3 months without a job like they're doing right now. They start thinking completely different, man. Women, especially women. Women think irrational when the money's short and they got babies and whatnot. They don't think the same way. So, and I'm not trying to say anything about women because women are strong people. But what I'm saying is this, though. Right now, well, in the next few people gonna start acting irrational because it's a rational time. People don't have no job and people don't have no income and may have no health insurance or health. So therefore, they're gonna think of eating. So, and I'm not saying I'm opportunist, but at the same time, look, this is what the market is providing right now. 15,000 at what 3.5. It's a good number. You know, it's a good number to come in. It's cheap. The dollar's high. The properties are low, and the property going low. The banks are making no money whatsoever right now, and that's the thing you have to understand. If the banks are not making no money, people are gonna be in trouble because the banks gonna come after you in a few months, in a month or two, maybe 3 or 4. So yeah, these are big houses in DR. You're a millionaire with these houses. These are millionaire houses in DR. That's for rich people. I'm not looking at. I just want a nice little condo, 10 to 15,000. Fix her up if I need one, and keep it pushing. That's it. You know, that's it. 100,000 a finca. Those are big. Those are rich people. In the DR, you're a millionaire. If a house costs $1 million, you're a millionaire. And $1 million in the DR is $27,000. Remember, $27,000 makes you a millionaire in the DR because that's $1 million to them. Because I was talking to this girl, she's like, "Nah, those are millionaires." I said, "But that," she goes, "Listen to what you're telling me. They're spending $1 million for a home, then they're millionaires. That's what millionaires." And I started laughing. I'm like, "But that's 28,000." Like, yeah, but we don't live like that, you know. So if you're paying $1 million in the DR for a house, you're a millionaire to them. They see you as a millionaire. 29,000 is $1 million. 29,000 $1 million in the DR. So therefore, you're a millionaire.
I think this spot is in Castle Linda, right?
You
It
see?
look like a Castle Linda property, but they overpriced in Castle Linda.
Thank you. I would never buy it because the people gonna be looking at you like your meal, your food. You go up there looking like food. Even the girls gonna attack you crazy. They gonna treat you crazy. You coming in as food, man. I'm not coming in as food.
Right.
I mean, for real. You thinking you're in the United States and you coming in as food, man. Everybody gonna look at you like your meal. So just I'm not. Yeah, it's $1 million. 30,000 is $1.6 million. So I'm trying to see what a million on. Yeah, 25,000 is $1.3 million. Damn. How much is 20,000? 20,000 a million. So 20,000, you're a millionaire. That's $1 million to them. 20,000 is $1 million to them. You feel me on that? 20,000 $1 million. So if you got a house over
$1,000 a million. Some people.
20,000 is $1 million to them. I had the same response you did. I was talking to this girl. She's like, "Yeah, millionaire." I said, "But that's not a million." He goes, "Yes, that's $1 million to us. If you live in a house for 27,000, you're a millionaire. That's how we see you, though." Because I just bought. She said she paid it for 7,000. 7,000 of their money. She bought a house for 7,000, small little spot. And I looked at it. I was like, oh, "Okay." But I was looking at her for 27. She goes, "Then that's a millionaire to us." And then I started seeing from her perspective. And I'm like, "Yo, you're food. You coming in as food for these folks." Because when they're looking at you side, we're like, "Oh, he got money. Oh, he got a house 30,000. He's rich." So
Right.
yeah, 54. Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. So I want some. So right under $1 million to them, which is 10 to 15,000, and that could give me a nice little condo. I'm cool with that. If it could be 2 miles from the beach, I'm good. So that's my new projection. That's my new little thing. I'm not trying to go all hard. That's not real money in the United States. That's basically a car note. Let's be real. That's a car note, $500 a month car note. So that's over a 5-year loan. But we're doing it in a year or maybe in a little while. But that's what I'm saying, guys. I hope you guys like-minded individual.
All right. Well, man, I got to get ready to go back to this spot and knock this one car out and clock out on this Friday. You'll definitely probably go live later on tonight. I'm not sure what Dre is doing, but it's good talking with y'all, brothers. And that's the email right there, man. If you're serious, but at the end of the day, you You gotta have some type of money.
Yeah, income.
Get something done, man. That's real shit, dog. I mean,
The great opportunity right now. Great. There's look. There's only 2 points in your life where you're gonna get it this good. One when we had the bubble and it burst, and everybody did everything was going real, real low. And now because it's a pandemic, this not coming around for another 10, 15, 20, or 30 years. And when have you ever seen that everything shut down? The whole world shut down for 2 months. It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna happen again in my lifetime. So the money's not moving. Nothing is moving. So everything's gonna stagnate. That means that when everything's dropped down, because everything's gonna come down, but everything's gonna shoot up when it comes. Because the minute they open everything up, that everybody go back to work and money starts circulating, everything's gonna fly back up. So you got to catch it before it flies up. So if you can get it at this point, you'll be on point. Because once it flies up, it's gonna stay there. There's no need. Look at it. Look at even your stocks, your 401ks. My is a piece of garbage right now. But I'm gonna leave it there. But what I'm saying is this is the time to buy.
Frederick, he for certain about that shipping container. He been on that shit for a minute.
Yeah. Well, they're telling me right now.
What? That would be a great business in the DR. One thing I'm concerned about is the flooding.
The what?
Hurricanes and shit. Like the shipping container building.
Oh, okay.
You probably need to put that somewhere where it's like inland. Like you gotta probably need a lot of trees around you and shit. But putting the shipping container down there, man, it's a great idea, but I don't know how that shit gonna work when in DR it rain like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
So you have to have a shipping container. That shit have to be off the ground type of deal, but I don't know how that gonna work down there.
Well, that's just something I'm thinking about. But like I said, man, that's what my mind is thinking right now. My thing is hopefully by next year I put something together, and because I'm gonna keep it moving. But I was trying to do something in Colombia, but now that DR popped up on my radar, I'm gonna try to do something there. I'm still doing something in Colombia, probably in 4 or 5 years. I still want to get my stuff in Colombia, but and these are just rental properties, man, rental properties. Because it's easier. It's easier to come in. I mean, I could spend a lot of money here, or I could do it over there, and just that income. You could always Airbnb it, or like I said, my friend right now, she has a house by the airport, and she has a tenant there. So that's her thing. She has a tenant at the airport, and they pay her monthly. So she bought it cash out there. So I'm like, you know what? That's something you could do.
In Colombia?
No, in the DR. She's Dominican. She's in the DR.
Oh, she got a place by the airport?
Yeah, Santo Domingo. So that's what put me onto this. She like, hey, let me give you my I just bought a house. Let me give you my lawyer spot. And instead of buying it like that, why don't you just buy it from the bank? Go to the bank and look at their foreclosures. As a matter of fact, they're on the internet. Like I said, this is the website I gave you, or I'll give it to you later. You can put it up. But there's a website to check out stuff from the bank. So I'm gonna look at that and see what's going on. I'm gonna look at my options, see what's up. If I decide to go, I move. If I don't, I don't. If you guys got a group that wants to come in with $500 a month, because really that's a car note. If you want to go $500 a month, 25 people, that's what's up. That's how much is that a month? Let me do my math for that. $500. I think that's a good number. $500 a month. My calculator. $500 a month. 25 people. That's 12,000. 12,500 a month. Right? Somebody get.
I put in first. I'm the first to collect them.
Yeah. And I multiply by 12. So that's our 500 a month by 25 people. That's 1250 you're going to get off the first dip. Boom. But you got to be able to put it on something that we're going to keep growing on that. $500 a month, that's a car note for real. Let's be real. Maybe because my income is different. I just don't see, I see it's a hit on me too, but to build, think about it, we are going to retire, man, another 20, 25 years. And that's what, so build slowly right now. So that's what I'm trying to do, build slowly. Like get your lawyer, get your accountant, get your people, and let's build slowly. But if we can build together, I'll be even better because, I'm all about getting out. Because I think as a black man, you're going to be disrespected. A lot of people are going to try to treat you like a criminal. If you are alpha male, you're going to seem like you are disrespectful to people when you're not. Just what you want. We know, usually people who travel know what they want. We want to go to another country. We want to be treated a certain way, and we want a certain lifestyle. And if you can't fulfill that lifestyle for us, we're going to keep it moving because we have the income to go and get it. And we're not going to stand or we're going to settle for anything less than what we want. And that's where we go. So my mentality is this. Why not create a community or a lifestyle that in 10 years we could just be chilling? We could
Right, right,
1250 a month. That's 500 every person. It's like just renting a car for 1 year. That's renting a car for 1 year. Everybody puts money in. We set up a contract that we're gonna do this. No interest, no nothing. All of us. And every month everybody pays their $500. But we got to have some sort of mechanism where we have a lawyer, bank, and everything that we could set up and go in and get our properties. And every month somebody cashing into a new property. Boom, 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 and then we all good.
right.
And at $500, everybody got a property. That's not a bad way of thinking. 25 people, everybody gets 12,500 a month. Every month, everybody goes to DR, bust out their property, come back in, boom. Now, and you keep it moving. You're not going to sweat that. I mean, it's a strain, but it's not going to be a bad thing.
Right. All right, I gotta get up out of here, man. I would keep talking to you, but I gotta get back to the spot, man. So I can get back to the crib, man.
Just so you put, I just opened a
Let me.
YouTube page.
You just opened up a what?
Brand YouTube page. Brand Travels, but it's called Brand YouTube.
Oh, you got another one additional to the one you got?
Yeah, this is just about traveling and going out to DR, stuff like that. I'm gonna make it about the DR and Facebook. But
Oh, so you want to separate the one you got now?
Huh?
This is his current one now. Y'all go subscribe to that one.
No, that's just if you just want to go. It's not for subscribing. Just but I like the WhatsApp you have. I'm gonna join that if you put one up.
Yeah. If everybody email, I'm not gonna be able to get to y'all email till later, but email me your name, your YouTube handle, whatever handle you use on YouTube, and whatever WhatsApp number you use. You know, I don't know what number y'all use, and we'll set the group up. We'll just talk about it. It won't hurt to talk about shit, but I prefer guys to be serious about the money issue because it's no point in a person getting in a group about investing money if you know at this present time you don't have the money. I mean, I wouldn't say don't join it, but you ain't serious about it, then don't join. But if you're serious, you want to bring some. I mean, you might be the finance man. You might know we can get some financing or whatever. But anyhow, let's try to get that group together, man. And it's gonna be strictly money. No chicas, no bullshit. No, ooh, look what Trump was talking about. None of that shit. Strictly business, man. That's all. Strictly business. If y'all want to talk about the fuckery, and I got another WhatsApp for that. You know what I'm saying? I got another WhatsApp for the fuckery.
Yeah, I know you got to go, Rich. So, but like I said, man, my Ethiopian boys, that's how they did it. They were putting 1,000. My boy put 2,000. That's how much he was locking in. But what I'm saying, he bought a lot of properties off that in DC. He bought a lot of properties back in the days just through that, just doing that little thing, man. But he was dropping 1,000. He got a second job just to hit him up with 1,000 so he could buy property. So, if you're serious, man, think about it. That's just renting a car for a year or buying a car for a year. That's $500 per year. You want to get at least 25 people in there. That's 1,250, and you want to go straight. And this is not. I would think it would be straight down to DR if you want to do it in DR, whatever country, going right now and buying a house or property, a condo at that rate. Just getting a condo, closing your eyes, getting a condo. But I think you got to streamline the process. I think what I'm gonna do is once this opens up, I'm gonna go down to DR and I'm gonna talk to a lawyer. I'm gonna talk to a bank. I'm gonna look at the properties. I'm gonna do my research and I see how I could streamline it. But like I said, these are things that I do on my own. Like I said, I go to Colombia, and I was thinking of going to Colombia to do this. I have a lawyer in Colombia that we were talking about this big time, and then I went to DR, and then I'm still in mine.
That's my alarm. That mean my ass gotta go.
All right. Hey, thanks, Rich.
All right, man. Appreciate everybody, man. Hopefully y'all email me or whatever and let me know which group you want to get in, the investing group or the fuckery group or both, whatever the case is. But we're gonna just chop it up about this investing and see what's up. Cause I know Brian's real serious. I know I'm serious, and a few other guys I feel like I'm serious. And you know, we not asking nobody to invest if they not, you know, comfortable with it. But if you just want to bring ideas to the table, that's fine too. But just be serious, you know. Peace out to the brothers, man. Peace out to everybody.
Emma Brown, you don't have to be a traveler. You don't have to be a traveler for whatever your money's
You
your.
don't have to be a traveler. You don't have to be black. You don't have to be white. Anybody that's trustworthy and want to get down with it, you know.
It's only a year commitment. It's only a year commitment. You can do a contract and it's a year commitment. If you want to do it's a year commitment, something you want to get into. And I would hope that you would take that money and start some own business or something that generates money. Because for you to trick it out, take $12,500 and trick it out and not see no returns on it for your retirement makes no sense at this point in time when there's so much opportunities right now. So I would hope as a black man and as a man, point blank, because that's what we're talking about. As a black, we could do something for each other. We could put each other and lift each other up, man. Because I see it in other places, and I talk to my boys, and they doing it. I'm like, why don't we do this? But I know Rich got to go. I'm gonna say peace. Thanks, Rich, because you know I'm running my mouth.
Right.
Thank you for giving me a platform, man.
All right, man. It's all good. Pleasure having you on, man, brother. And tomorrow night, I'm gonna tell y'all, man, Flick DR back on. It's gonna be the third Saturday in a row. But we gonna be talking about the topic is gonna be is it important for a man to get married versus a woman?
Well, I ain't get married.
You know what, huh?
I ain't get married again. You can kill that shit.
Well, I mean, hey, what's your opinion on it? You know, whether you down to marry or you ain't. What's the benefits?
I did 20. I did my 20. I'm good. I did my 20.
So that's gonna be tomorrow night, at 9 o'clock. Well, you can tell the good things and the bad things about the marriage, you know.
Yeah,
And
that's
talk about the benefits, you know, whatever. But
okay.
peace out to the family, man.
All right, peace, man.
Our brothers be safe out here, man. Peace.